What is going on, people? Today, I wanted to talk to you about webinars since we've been helping a lot of our clients with their webinar and we've seen excellent results. I thought it might just be good to share it with the coaches and consultants who are following me here to amp up your returns on your webinar. You're putting in hard work, you're running ads week on week, but apart from the 10% conversion that happens, L1, L2, L3, whatever that you're selling, this is really going to help you. If you're missing anything, just integrate that. If you need any help, of course, I'm going to be putting my link in the YouTube video. You can reach out to me if you want to further refine your webinars and get more ROI per webinar. So basically, why I love webinars is it's a powerful tool, right? Uh, and if you're selling anything above 20,000, 50,000, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 10 lakh, whatever, it's amazing, right? So you do content, which is very, very important. And once a week, once a month, twice a month, whatever your frequency is, and you're doing webinars parallel to this, it's going to get you amazing results and ROI. And or what I'm going to be talking about in general is building it up from scratch, right? What all needs to go in if you're missing anything, just do that. And how you can maximize ROI on each touch point that you create during the webinar, right? So first of all, sort out your basics, right? There has to be an automation. Not everything can be manual, right? So email, very important. The first automation that has to happen once the person goes to your landing page, they sign up for your webinar, they've gotten to know everything about how you're going to be helping them out. There has to be an instant email that goes that, hey, you've signed up, super excited to have you there, or something along those lines. Then there has to be a reminder 24 hours before the webinar so that that gets them going. Then there has to be like a reminder 2 hours before that, 1 hour before that, and then a 15 minutes before the reminder so that they get pumped up. And then, of course, we are live now. If you can integrate that, that'll be amazing. And then same has to happen through WhatsApp. If you're doing this in India, people are more connected on WhatsApp than their emails. They might miss out on the email, but there is 80% chance that they'll check out their WhatsApp, right? And everything that's happening on the email can pretty much be on your WhatsApp as well, right? The same timelines. And after the basics, this is something that we've seen gets crazy turn up and show up on the webinar. Have a manual person to do this for you. Have a setter. Of course, there has to be a script, how they talk to the people, ask them, so that no leads go away. If you're seeing a 30% for your free webinars, and then of course for the paid, we've seen 80-85% turn up, like a 99 rupees or a 108 or whatever that you're selling this for. Setter can really enhance the numbers during your webinar. Okay. So setter can ask them, what did you sign this up for? What are your expectations? What do you wish to learn from this? They build the excitement, and then during the webinar, you would see that just with this little tweak, you would see the numbers go through the roof. So we've seen 30% for the free webinars that happen, 40 to 45% more people show up, right? When there's a setter involved. And then, of course, if it's a 80%, which is for the paid program, you might bump it up to 90-95%, right? The show up rate out of the total leads that sign up. Okay. And this is something that we specialize in. If you need any help, reach out to us. Um, then during the webinar, don't just start with, hey, can you hear me? Is everything okay? Is the sound okay? Have someone to introduce you, right? Like a closer, a salesperson who's trained to hype up the offers can help you. Someone from your team who handles the sales can hype you up and bring excitement into people, get them going on this. They can share the success stories, they can show the past results, etc. And they can set the context and raise the energy before you enter the webinar. It's just like an award show, right? Whenever Shah Rukh Khan or anyone comes to the stage, they are introduced before they enter the stage, right? This guy has done this, etc., etc. It's pretty much same like that. Get people, applauding first, and then you start presenting your webinar. Now that the webinar is over, you've pitched them, you would see a general conversion of 10%, right? So out of 100, 10 people are going to buy. That's pretty normal. That's the standard during the webinars. But for the people who do not buy, they are excited. They've seen the whole webinar. They know what you're offering, but they might have a few doubts because of which they did not end up signing up. So the same setter who called them up for the webinar, they can reach out to them over the call and ask them, hey, since you didn't buy during the webinar, is there any specific reason? Can I help you in understanding something better, etc.? And then they can book in the call for the one-to-one, which is going to be a closer. Can be the same guy who hypes you up during the webinar, or some other salesperson who's more professional and can handle the sales more professionally, right? And then they close them. So you would see like a 30% increase over here. So if it was 10%, you would see like a 35% close over here. Um, and of course, now that the people who have bought, ask the setters to keep them accountable, be on track, etc. Right? They were the first point of contact, second point of contact, and now they've built that sort of a rapport. I'm assuming they can keep them on track, right? How far you've done the course, if you're selling an online course, and if they're doing a live, you ask them, hey, how's your progress going? Keeping them accountable. That can be an accountability coach as well. And then they upsell right after the course is over. And then at the end you can introduce L2, L3, right? Your level 2 and level 3, don't sell them over there. Your priority is still going to be L1, but introduce them that, hey, there's something bigger than this waiting for you. If you wish to hop onto that, book a call. They already trust you. And then of course the setter, booking them and then warming them up, and then can upsell, and then of course introduce your L2 and L3 during the webinar itself. Then how do you present this? So 0 to 40 minutes, you're going to be delivering very high value content. You're going to be building your credibility. At the end of the webinar, which is 45 minutes, 50th minute, you pitch your L1, that is an entry level offer with bonuses. Create some sort of urgency, put a timer, etc., whatever that you do. And then by the end of the webinar, tell them, hey, there are more advanced and personalized programs that we have for the people who want to join this. Book a one-to-one call, give a Calendly, or however you want them to book the call. And then at the end, like on the 55th minute, if there is any Q&A, ask them any questions they might have for the L2, L3, and then you close that over there. So this is pretty much the structure. If you're missing out on anything, do integrate that. If you need help in setting up your webinars and the flow, do reach out, and this is going to be a game changer for you. So great to have you here. I will see you soon.